Hello everyone, and welcome to my new series. This time we're going to be playing Dark Souls 3 again, but this time we're going to be playing a very different playstyle in the form of a sorceress. I'm not going to be watching all these cutscenes. I just played through the game, and I'm not going to be listening to the dialogue. So again, if you would like to, hear all that stuff, either I recommend buying the game, it's a good game, or watching my previous series, though keep in mind it has a lot of swear words, because I was learning the game and I wasn't exactly great at doing that. But anyway. We're going to be playing as Veronica. I had it narrowed down between Veronica and Conthus, my two characters that are mages. Conthus is already in the game. I made him earlier, so... We're playing Veronica. And she's an oldie, but hopefully fan favorite from my Dark Souls and Demon Souls Mage playthroughs. Now, I had a little bit of a question. I obviously I'm going to probably do the Sorcerer, but it's either the Sorcerer or the Pyromancer to start out. Reason I thought about Pyromancer is because he gets the 14 intelligence and faith, and not a bad amount of attunement, as opposed to the Sorcerer, who gets a lot of attunement and a lot of intelligence, but you get jack all for faith. And eventually I would like to use Pyromancy, but I don't know which one would be easier to start with. Well, if it all comes down to that, I'm going to go with lore, and Veronica is usually the one that doesn't dabble in pyromancy, so she'll start as a sorcerer, considering Conthus did start as a pyromancer. Now, this thing I've been kind of pondering on. Life ring is always a steady one. You know, more health is never a bad thing. The other thing I was thinking about was maybe the fire gem, actually. Now, you might think by the description, Bark, that would be, like, terrible for, like, a sorcerer, wouldn't it? I don't know. You'd be able to free up your points, put it into Vigor early on. Because I'm going to be online, I'm going to need Vigor, I'll tell you that now, but... I think we'll go with Life Ring. It's a steady, safe choice. And let me get Veronica's look here, and we will be going in just a second. Okay, so now that I've gotten her appearance set, if you don't recall, Veronica usually had purple hair. It's an odd thing, but, you know, that's what I'm going to go with. So, Veronica is ready and willing to go, so let's get going. Now, I have a few ideas on what I'm going to do build-wise, as far as this goes. I have it narrowed down to a couple, one of which is probably a bit more boring than the other, and the other one's a bit more of a comfort zone thing. One of which was some kind of rapier thrusting sword, whether that be an S-stock, a rapier, Ricard's rapier, but that takes 20 dexterity, I think, so I wasn't going to lean that way. I was leaning toward S-stock or moonlight greatsword. Excuse me, for melee weapons this playthrough. What in the world did you give me? You gave me a mail breaker, you gave me a frickin' dagger, and a leather shield. This is to be expected on a sorcerer, Barok. Get used to it now. Right. So I'm going to assume this is going to be somewhat akin to when I started out my Faith character, which is to say she sucked so bad in the beginning. And I know what you're thinking, Bark, you probably should start by just trying to cast something. I'll start casting something when I get to the point when I need to start casting something. I don't need to start casting on little grave ward and piddly things. At least I should hope I don't need to. If I do, my skill's severely depleted in the case of 2 days, but I don't think it's gotten to that point. There's my bread and butter right there, my ashen flask. We're going to be using a lot of that this time, as opposed to the last playthrough, where I barely used it at all. Mainly because last time I didn't really need to. Because, I was kind of swinging an Ultra Greatsword around, you don't really need it a lot of time when that happens. I'll just take this guy out first. Show that this thing ain't just for kicks. Shoot your little bow. I was going to say, shoot your little crossbow. There we go. Well, I thought they put it in the left hand. This is a great start already to the series, I'll just add. But I thought they put it in the left hand, because that's normally where I put my thing. My catalyst. At least it one-shot it. So if I'm going to try and do casting, I might as well start trying to do casting now. It thankfully doesn't cost a whole ton of FP. Doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage either, though. Excuse me. So, I'm not looking forward to this playthrough, for the record. Well, I am. I'm just not looking forward to dying repeatedly. Because I know I will. Because for a good few reasons, and I'll list them right here. You're going to see me online. You're going to see me most of the time embered. There will be places I will not go embered, though. I might go embered the first time, and then when I inevitably die from PvP, I'll probably not go embered. Areas like, oh, I don't know, Orlando probably is one of them. Probably the other place where you get the Orbeck, the Roads of Sacrifice, I think that's what they're called. Can I manually aim this? Ah, God. I almost got the manual. Okay, no. Now. I'm getting... Okay, now. I'm gonna do this, one way or the other. It might be next year, but I will do this. You know, that's not really... Okay. There we go, thank God. Okay, we'll never do that again. Because I apparently can't aim manually for... Okay, I'm still trying to figure how this whole aim manually thing works. I'm not very good at it, alright? Get your chuckles in, because you're going to get a lot of them. Good God, because of that whole debacle, I got to go back and get ready for Udix Gundir again, or whatever the hell his name is. I think there's a guy down there. I thought there was. Is there not? Why'd I get ambushed on Conthus the other day, then, if there's nothing over there? Oh well, huh? At least I got the shard. That's what's important in life. Material possessions. I wonder if that'll go down. I guess it will go straight down. So we're not... I'm just going to do something... Oh, crap. I was going to say that's going to become a recurring theme. I'm going to cast at the wrong time and get shot with an arrow. It happened a great many times in Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. It'll probably happen here. Excuse me. Now, the reason I'm actually going to the trouble of doing this is because now that I'm more experienced in the game, I actually know what a bounty this is down here. It might not seem like a great big bounty, but, you know, considering if you played through the game before, you'll know that the next boss has a weakness in a certain phase that will exploit. At least I think it will. In theory, it should. All the enemies that did that before did, so it should now. I'm getting lost already. How the hell are you still alive? Oh, right, because I didn't go that way. Oh, now you're dead. Okay, so as far as build goes, I plan on having, I think, 60 intelligence. Yes, I know how that works. I plan on having 60 intelligence, because I'm assuming that's like the soft cap for the, you know, intellect as well as faith, because faith seems like that's the big cap, or one of the bigger caps. And then, after that, that was a bad dodge, but I got away with it. I plan on having 30 faith eventually. Whenever the hell that works out, I don't know, but I plan on having it. And then I would like to have 27 vigor and 30 attunement. That's a hell of a lot of points! Oh, this thing don't block for crap. Guess I should have expected that on a sorcerer. There's something behind me. I hear it just now, running at me. That is not really what I wanted to do. This is like, these are the growing pains as a sorcerer right here, I'll tell you. It's like, oh great, misclicks I hadn't even figured out yet are misclicks. That's great. I think they just fell off a... Oh crap, you're gonna fire me from all the way back there. Okay, so let's try casting against whatever in the world your name is again, I forget. But let's get ready first. I want to see when that fall gate opens up, or closes up. Okay, well, to be fair, the fall gate doesn't close up till he's up and walking. This probably costs a lot longer to cast. Yes, it does. Okay, I learned about heavy solar. I was like, I think I have a heavy version. I should probably try and utilize that. And I was right. But holy hell, did it do a crap load of damage. Now. Okay, I'm picking it up. I'm picking up the mage style just a little bit here. You gotta bait them into attacks you can punish. And you thought I'd have trouble with this, didn't you? Oh god, I didn't put that on my hotbar. Oh god. Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, damn it. That tail. Tail's too powerful. No, just throw the damn thing. No. No. Thought that would stun him. It didn't stun him. Alright, fine. This is just playing hokey pokey at this point. Let's just finish it. You know, this is not as easy as I pictured it would be against Gundyr here. I just gotta tell you, it's really not. Like, I remember just one-shotting this thing hard last time. Not this time. Oh, god damn it. Like, I was busy talking and I... No. I never know when to cast. I don't know when to cast. It's weird trying to find new timings on a boss after getting so used to melee so often, but it wasn't that bad. I actually did far worse as a cleric, which I guess makes sense considering clerics get like nothing offensive and all I had was like heal. Or was it regenerate? I don't remember anymore. Excuse me. So, now we're going to be going into Firelink. And after this, my personal hell will begin. Because I'm going to get invaded. A lot. Actually, I have no idea if I'll get invaded a lot. I did go to the wiki, since I beat the game already once. I don't really care about spoiling it. I went to the wiki. Apparently, the summon, like, I don't know, with the system or whatever. Apparently, you get, like, prioritized to get invaded if you, like, have a phantom. So, let's, like, not try and be bad and just summon everybody, every place. Oh, I forgot about you. To be fair, that's not a very obvious place. There we go. I think this is just Homeward Bones over here. Why I'm going to the effort of getting Homeward Bones, I don't really know, but why do I remember? That's a better question. Still can't remember people close to me's birthday, but I remember there's a Homeward Bone there. Oh yes, I have my priorities in order. Dare we go through this debacle again? Oh, I'm like halfway. I'm like nearly there every time. It's like an inch off. That's nasty. I think I missed. Oh, I missed by like a half a foot. Oh, I missed by like another half a foot. That's completely off. Okay. I will get this. There we go. I will get this skill eventually, and when I master this skill, it will pay dividends. It will. Oh yes. And that's a skill I picked up from Demon Souls right there. You cast before you lock on. Generally speaking, a lot of times it'll hit as long as you're not too far away. It's little tricks like that are going to help get me through this game, if I do get through this game, as a mage. But I'm not quite so, confident I will. Because people say, oh, Dark Souls 1, it was like the easy mode, all this stuff is real easy. You know what's trouble? I had more trouble being a mage in Dark Souls 1 than I ever did with anything else. Oh, I thought I could maybe make that. I mean, more trouble than, I don't know, I just had a lot of trouble with it in Dark Souls 1. I don't think this is a good idea, but apparently it can work. They just, well, FromSoft really hates dogs if you're a mage. Well, that sucks. What are you gonna do, cast Great Magic, or Heavy Soul Arrow? That thing takes forever to cast. I'm not gonna get that off against a dog. Ah, well. I mean, dogs are kind of like the anti-mage kind of thing. I mean, they're quick, break your casts. I mean, when you really think about it, dogs are really the ultimate evil for sorcerers. Hello.
Welcome to the bonfire, and I take the law to
Yes, I know who you are. I know what you want me to do. We've watched this last time. We're not watching it again. Now this is probably where a lot of people are going to get a little hissy, because I am not going to go and rush intelligence like I normally would. The reason for that is because I'm online. I need health. I'm going to get hit a crapload, and I don't want to die in one hit. 2 is acceptable. 1, not so much. Excuse me, and I want to get these vigor points while they're not very many souls to get, because they're really valuable early game. Okay, they're really valuable. If you can take a few hits early game, it is really nice, as opposed to just getting, like, what? 10 more points on my regular soul arrow? That's not worth it, if that. At least I don't think it's worth it. It might be. Okay, I'm just saying, as my newbie mage impression, it doesn't seem like that would be worth it to me. If any, pro mages out there have any advice on builds, weapons, what have you, by all means, please put it in the comments below. I will think about it. But if you give me a weapon that I just go, that would be, like, not fun for me to play at all, I probably won't use it. But if I think it might be, I'll try it. That's how it goes with me. I don't think I want anything from her right now, but I guess I can check to see. I think she has... I could have been a pyromancer, gotten the soul arrow. Well, I guess I couldn't have gotten the... I might have to save up 1,000 souls to get that and try that out. What is that? That doesn't seem like it would do much damage at all. I mean, considering it costs 3 FP. That seems like, well, I guess soul arrow only costs 7. Never mind. I'm used to things costing like 20 MP, you know. Or 65 MP. I think that's how much my, my Faith's heaviest heal costs, and that thing's awesome. Of course, I have a little bit of an edge up. I have been playing a Lightning Mage. Though, to be fair, Lightning Mage, you know, playstyle and this playstyle is a bit different. You know, Lightning Mage is melee. This, I'm pretty sure, is not melee. But before I get too far into this, I also want to say I would like to get my strength up to 10, because I think that's what the S-Tux, like, thing is. 10 strength, 12 dexterity. I also think the rapier is 7, so I might be able to use the rapier now. And then the question is, should I get the moonlight greatsword or go for like a more refined, because Veronica usually uses like a thrusting sword in her character sheet, almost always every time. So I guess that's the great question. What am I gonna, like, any build ideas? What should I level up first besides vigor? Because I'm going to be upping vigor. There's nothing you can say about that that's going to change that, because I don't want to die in PvP very, very quickly. I want to make them earn it and make them suffer and sweat for it. And by the way, I will be in the Covenant of the Blue, or the Way of the Blue Covenant in the beginning, because, well, I want to help out my fellow Darkblade and Blue Sentinel friends out there. Also because I suck at PvP and I make no attempts to hide it. So while I'm getting my emotes here, I don't have my key, because this is not the same frigging thing. Well, I'm an idiot. Oh man, I keep thinking, you have everything you have from your previous ones. It's like, no, you really don't. Because I just started a new character. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Next time we're going to be going through the High Wall of Lothric. And hopefully I won't get invaded by a bunch of, well, I'm sure I will. Hopefully I don't die a whole ton due to invaders. Anyway, hopefully I shall see you then. Farewell everyone, until then.